What's the next question? What do you mean by isothermal process? Okay. In today's lecture, we are going to study what? Too many processes. The first process is what? Isothermal process. Then we are going to study isobaric, isochoric. Like that, we are going to study 3-4 processes. Okay. And not only we are going to study the processes, we are going to find out the derivation also. Okay. And we will do some numericals also. So please all of you concentrate, because now the section, very important section is started. Because exam point of view, if I am an examiner, then I will concentrate on such type of questions. I know that whatever I taught you in the last lectures, which is very useful for MCQ point of view and some definition point of view. Okay. And if there is a graphical representation question will be there, then I will ask only for 1 or 2 marks. But if I want to ask the question for 3 marks, so such question will definitely come. Okay. So this is very important in exam point of view. Why? Because such question makes carrying what is 3 to 4 marks. Okay. So let me start. Everyone please concentrate. So what do you mean by isothermal process? The name itself, iso means what? It remains constant. Thermal means what? It is related with the temperature. Okay. And you can see the next question also. Derive the expression for the work done. Actually, these are what? 2 different questions. I make it one. Okay. Because in the second question, no, derive the expression for the work done. In that question, we have to explain what is isothermal process first. Okay. So that question, only isothermal process is what? That will come for 1 or 2 marks. But if they ask for the work done, derivation for the work done, so it comes for 3 to 4 marks. Okay. So that's why I merged both the questions. So let us start with the answer. So what's the question? The next question is what? Derive the expression for the work done during the isothermal process. Okay. Okay. So let me tell you the definition. Already I explained what is the isothermal means. Temperature remain constant. The process in which the temperature of the system kept constant throughout is called isothermal process. Okay. And if you remember Boyle's law, what is Boyle's law? States that pressure is inversely proportional to volume at constant temperature. So here Boyle's law also satisfied. So I will say for ideal gas equation, PV is also constant. Okay. Ideal gas equation for isothermal process is what? PV always equals to constant. So students, let me take the example. Let me take some notation. What is PI? PI, if I say it's the initial pressure. Okay. VI is what? Initial volume. Okay. What is PF and VF? Let me tell you. So I will say PF and what? VF. So what is PF? PF is what? Final pressure. Already we have done such type of graph. Okay. And this is what? Final volume. Okay. So let me draw the diagram. So let us consider over here. This is what? Volume versus pressure. Okay. If I consider initial PI, okay, this is what? Initial, this is VI, okay. This is what this is what PF, and this is what VF, okay. At constant temperature. Temperature is what? Constant here. Am I right? So what will happen here? So you will see, since temperature is constant, so that product of the pressure and the volume remain constant. So I will say PI or multiply by, listen, student, PI multiply by VI and PF multiply by what? VF. Okay. So PI dot VI and PF dot VF is always be constant for the isothermal process. Remember that. Okay. So who will tell me the work done? Formula for work done, if you remember. Work done, small work done is given by what? Pressure multiplied by what? Volume. Am I right? But pressure is not constant. The total work done is found to be what? By integrating. Okay? P dV. Am I right? From Vi to Vf. Understood? If you understood, then let us move to the further. So students, what is ideal gas equation? Who will tell me the ideal gas equation? Ideal gas equation is given by PV equals to nRT. Am I right? PV equals to nRT. For 1 mole of a gas, since n is 1, so PV equals to RT. Am I right? So what is P equals to here? I will say P equals to what? RT upon what? V. Okay. So I will say this is say number 1. P equals to what? RT upon V. So I will put over here P equals to what? RT upon V. So integration from Vi to Vf, RT upon V dV. Okay. What is R? R is what? Universal gas constant, which is always constant. And temperature, as I told you, constant temperature. So both are constant. So what I will write in the next step? Therefore, W equals to RT I will take outside. Then I will say integration from Vi to Vf of 1 upon V dV. Am I right? Integration chapter is over in mathematics. Anyone? Tell me the answer. Say yes or no. Integration topic is over in the for the mathematics. Say yes or no. No sir. Okay, ठीक है. So I got the info that integration still not over. Okay, but in the last year I have given the formula for integration formula, if you remember. And if you don't remember, don't worry. I want to explain only one formula. Integration of 1 upon x with respect to x. Listen students, integration of 1 upon x with respect to x is given by the formula log x. Okay, log x. And log x का base क्या होता है? E. Okay, either you can write log x base to the E, or some students are writing like this also. ln x. इसका मतलब ही होता है log x base to the E. Understood? So either way you can write down. This is the representation of that log base to the E. Okay. So what is integration 1 upon V? What I will write here? RT log V, बरोबर, in modulus, and since it is definite integration, so I have to put a bracket from Vi to Vf. Vi to Vf. So let me apply the formula. So here I will say base E. Okay. So let us apply the, and then you know that I will replace V by upper limit. So log of Vf minus log of Vi. Okay. So students, this part is what, you know, in the definite integration you have to do. After integration, no, you have to replace V by upper limit. So V के जगह पे मैंने लिखा Vf. Then you have to put minus compulsory. That is the rule of definite integration. And then again you have to replace V by what? Vi. So first upper limit, then say minus, and then put lower limit in place of variable. That is the rule of definite integration. Okay. So who will tell me the formula for log of m minus log of n? If I simplify, what I will get here, students? Log of Vf upon Vi. Am I right? But what is the base here? E. Okay. So either you can write like this, or we can see some students are like writing like this: ln Vf upon Vi. Understood? But students are asking, sir, in logarithm we are not finding base to the E. In logarithmic book we are going to find a base to the 10, but you know how to convert base to the E to base to the 10. You have done in what? Radioactivity, if you remember. Okay, so this is what? RT. Am I right? If I want to convert into what? Log base to the 10, then what I will do? I will multiply by 2.303. Am I right? Okay, this is for actual formula. This is for 1 mole. Okay. But if there is an n number of moles, so what I will do, I will write here 2.303 multiply by nRT, then log base root 10 VF upon VI. Understood? Say yes or no. Everyone understood the derivation? This is what final formula for isothermal process. Okay.